of the Scrum events. For the 4 Scrum events which happen inside the container event of sprint, I'm going to talk about purpose of each, sequence, when does that Scrum event happen, the duration and who joins. What happens, the details we'll talk after the lunch, okay? These are the 4 things we'll discuss just now. So let us imagine this is our sprint. So I'm just going to draw a box. This is our container event of 1 month. So sprint, and we are thinking of this as 1 month event. So on our 1 month event of sprint, first day, what should we do? What is that we will do on the first day of the sprint? So sprint planning is the first Scrum event of our sprint. So let me put it here. Sprint planning. The purpose of this Scrum event is to lay down work, decide what work we will do in this sprint, rest of the sprint duration. The maximum duration is 8 hours. 8 hours maximum when the sprint is 1 month. If our sprint is smaller, this Scrum event also will be smaller. So 8 hours max. Now to plan our sprint, we definitely should have the developers because they are the ones. How about product owner?
Yes.
We need the product owner because that's the person who can tell you what is the most important. Do we need the person who helps us work together as a team, the Scrum Master?
Yes.
So Scrum team definitely. Along with that, should we have any other external parties?
Stakeholders.
I heard somebody saying very nice word right now. If required. Others only by invitation or if required. Don't make it a free for all. Can you imagine this scene? There are 8-10 Scrum team members working here doing sprint planning and all of you are there as stakeholders. What will happen?
Chaos.
And we don't want that. So if you want some clarification, you know that we are going to work on this new complex payment integration and he is an expert. Invite him, but tell him, sir, your job is to explain, not to push my developers. So invite only when you have somebody who can give you inputs. Say you are going to build some technical interfaces this sprint and she is an expert on them from some other sprints. Just get her to give her inputs. Again, others by invitation. Clear? The first event, this happens on day 1. Then the work starts. When the work starts, the developers come together every day to see how are they progressing on the plan that they made here. Which Scrum event I could be talking about?
Daily.
I heard 2 words. Somebody said daily Scrum, some of you said daily stand-up. The word in the Scrum guide is daily Scrum. Daily standard is a colloquial term. So, daily Scrum is an event which happens every day. The duration for the daily Scrum is 15 minutes. And it is not 15 minutes for 1 month and you do not go on shortening. 15 minutes. It happens every day. So that's the sequence. The purpose is so that we can check the progress towards our sprint goal. In sprint planning, we had decided a sprint goal. So we see, are we on track to meet the sprint goal or we are going to miss our goal for the sprint? If we are not on track, is there some course correction we can do? Do we need some help? Get changes. So daily Scrum which happens every day. Now of course people will work here. And then comes here, this happens lot of days and then comes the last day of the sprint. We have done a lot of good work here. It is time to get a feedback on whatever work we are done. We are very excited. Which Scrum event I am talking about? Sprint review. Sprint retrospective, I just come to sprint review. So sprint review, we showcase everybody what is the outcome of our sprint. What has come out from our sprint? What is there in our increment now? But the purpose is not necessarily only to show. The purpose is to get a feedback. The duration of this sprint review is 4 hours maximum when the sprint is of 1 month. If our sprint is shorter, it could be shorter. There is no rule that you have to sit there for 4 hours. This is the penultimate Scrum event, last but one Scrum event, where we get feedback. Who should be joining for the feedback session?
Stakeholders.
Stakeholders are the, this is the one Scrum event where stakeholders are encouraged because we need that feedback. But along the stakeholder, who else? Scrum team entirely joins. Because we discussed, increment is created by the whole Scrum team. So they should be the one who get the feedback, the whole Scrum team and stakeholders.
Who conducts it?
She has a question on who conducts this.
Any of the team,
Scrum team, Scrum master, somebody say product owner, no, so trifecta will be complete. Ideally anybody. It's the team who has created the increment. So ideally anybody can do it, but when I am there in the Scrum team, I encourage the product owner to be the person who is at least starting and kicking it off, because product owner works on a regular basis with stakeholders. So stakeholders are more familiar with the product. So the event goes more smoothly when at least the kickoff happens by the product owner. Further showing off the functionality, asking the Scrum team within themselves, they can decide. But that is what I see. The framework as such does not tell you formally. Does that answer your question?
Yep.
Alright, now very happy time. Last event of the sprint. What is this event? Sprint retrospective. So this is the last event. Purpose of this event is to improve the quality. Find out ways how you can be more effective, how you can be more quality, bring in more quality. With this purpose, who should join? Scrum Master, developers. How about product owners? Not mandatory. See, when we were talking about Scrum team, I said that this is a foundational unit. I always compare it with a family. So, Scrum Master, product owners and developers form a family. If your spouse and kids and parents have a family meeting without you, how will you feel? Alright, let us take a practical scenario. There is your Scrum team, and the Scrum team, the product owner is pushing more work, more work. Have you seen product owners like that? So which is the team's opportunity to tell the product owner that, sir, push less. If you push us more, we get scared, we do mistakes. Which is the Scrum event? Now imagine there is a feedback from the market that you are having so many defects. Clean up your work. Where the product owner can give the feedback, what is the best possible place? So this is a event. Sprint retrospective is an event, Scrum event, where we are finding out quality. So entire Scrum team is there and we do not invite stakeholders. So imagine we are a family and I want to discuss that I have put on weight and need to go on a diet. I don't want neighbors to be there. If the stakeholders come, no, the developers, the product owners may not speak with each other openly. They will try to keep something away and feel shy sometimes. That's why usually we keep the stakeholders. Again, it is an event for the Scrum. Now, are you clear on these 4 Scrum events about their purpose, about sequence? When does each of these Scrum event happen? about their duration and the participants. I will be going into lot many more details. Any questions on any of the 4 things, please? No asking me how do we conduct each of these Scrum events, which we will do, and we'll make sure that you are comfortable performing them come Monday morning.